Hi Pisces, and welcome to your October Tarot Horoscope reading with me. Thank you for joining me. I've made a change to the layout for the cards for this month. We've still got the 4 cards, and at the end we have a higher vibrational overall energy card that we will be looking at as well. The 4 cards relate to, the first one is relationship and love, the second one is home and personal, the third one is finances and career, and the fourth one is health. Now, as we move into October, it is a particularly challenging month energy-wise, and I refer to planetary movement energy-wise. We have 2 eclipses in October, one solar and one lunar. Now, when those eclipses occur, they do bring about deep changes for us, and often changes can be difficult to navigate through. However, usually change promotes growth and moving forward. So I personally look at change and digging out the older skeletons, if you like, as a positive move that may take a bit of energy to work through, but it takes us to the path of the future and of who we're going to be and what direction we're going in. So there's a little bit of spirituality around you for the month of October, and that makes sense because you're quite a spiritual sign anyhow, Pisces. You have sort of a connection to that wonderful spiritual essence of life, and you've got a couple of major arcana cards or trump cards, so it indicates that October will be a relatively deep month for you at some levels, which is, as I say, is all good when we work through it. So let's start off with this relationship card. You can see here that's the 10 of Wands. 10s often mean endings, or it's at the end of some sort of cycle, and it can also, this card suggests that you might, if you're with a partner, you might be with a person that's needing some sort of support from you, or that something in your relationship needs to be examined. And it's not going to do you any favours to not look at this and to talk about it and work it through. It's probably better that you do actually try and address it. There's another thing, it says you might need to take some time to rest and reflect on what you really want in relationships, because this card suggests there's a bit of a burden. You have a sort of a feeling of a burden around you. So if you're currently not in a relationship and you're looking for love, don't just rush into the first thing that opens the door for you. Think carefully about what you do want in a relationship. Maybe make a list and put down the positives of the type of person that you want to come into your life, and stick to the list and sort of say, well, I'm looking for someone who is supportive and loving and caring and positive and has humour, or whatever trait it is that you're looking for, focus on that and keep it in mind, because oftentimes we're too quick to jump into relationships without really assessing whether or not they're good for us. Now, another thing this card may indicate is a relationship with a burden, which can be a bit of a hidden relationship. So there's a bit of a feeling of hidden stuff going around this relationship and love perspective, and I'm not sure exactly what that is all about, but there is a possibility of some hidden energies as well. Now, if we move on to the next card, which is the home and personal, and this is the Chariot. This is a powerful, positive card. It's quite forceful in energy. It's got lots of energy about it, but it's not free will energy. It's quite directed. If you see the man in the chariot there, he's got very specific goals in mind. So it's almost as if you're going to be feeling that you're heading in a new direction, quite new, but you have a goal about what it is you want to do, and you want to get there, and you've kind of got it mapped out, which is all good. And it's your hopes and your dreams, and what are you willing to do to get there. It's your determination and ambition, and a spiritual awareness in this card as well. You could also start picking up spiritual learnings or matters. They might suddenly become important to you in the month of October. There's also possibly travel for you in October. it can be a profound time for you with this card's energy in mind about the thinking of who you are and what you want and where you're going. And it says to use your heart and your intelligence in the decision. So don't just pick one, because this card next to it, interestingly, is all about balance for you in making these decisions and going forward. Make sure you balance your emotions with your intellect in making your decisions. But yeah, they're pretty lovely, powerful cards that are going to be foundations for you in making the change to move forward. So the next card, which is the finances and career card, is the Justice card. Now this does talk about balance, and it says, so don't get your home and career or your home and work life out of balance again. It's saying make sure that you've got them both swinging with the right amount of energy, because if you pay too much attention to either one, the other will fall by the wayside. So it also suggests that you can take a few gambles on perhaps investment opportunities for the month of October, and that you may even come into a small windfall one way or another. It's not necessarily a big one, but there could be a small windfall around. And again, it's a karmic card, so these are deep energy movements that are surrounding you for October. There could be significant changes around the cause of law and effect in your life, and the fact that all people around you are connected, and that, you know, with your career, there may be someone else who's playing a part in a decision that you have to make. So it could be a partner or someone you care about who is also possibly having a balance in a direction that you're going to go forward. So you need to make sure again that you're considering others in your decisions as well. Even though a lot of this is about the who and where and what you want to be in life, if there are other people in your life that you need to consider, you have to take them into consideration as well. This one here, the health card, the Five of Cups. Again, it's telling us to focus on the positive. So look at what you have got and let go of what you think you've lost. If we focus on negatives or loss, you're going to be stuck in that paradigm. But if you turn your back and see at what you've got, then you bring in those positive vibrations again. It's very easy for us to get trapped into thinking, oh, I've lost that, or why wasn't I considered for that promotion, or, you know, or why didn't I get that house I wanted, or, you know, why haven't I had a pay rise? But instead of that, turn around and go, wow, but look at all the things I have got. Look at the wonderful people in my life, or the friends, or look at the good health I do have. So there's a big message in the card for you, for your health, that if you're holding on to any negative vibrations or past issues, now is the time to let them go, especially as we move forward with this new planetary jump into positiveness. Let go any negative vibrations and bring forward the positive on your new directional journey and coming forward. It's really important to focus on what we want, and again, you can write a list down if you like, and make a list of the things that you do want and pin it up somewhere where you can see it and focus on those goals. So also it's about balance in health. So I'm getting a lot of messages for October about balancing for people, balance in lots of areas, but especially health, and that includes obviously enough rest, sleep, the right type of foods, the right type of peaceful relaxation. You might be interested in some sort of spirituality, meditations or yoga, you know, something along those lines that gives you some feeling of peace and calm. Well, that's the 4 cards that we've addressed, and we're now going to look at the overall higher vibrational energy card for you. And we're going to be doing that, Pisces, by shuffling this deck of cards here and selecting one card that will be your higher energy for the month that you can call on at any time. And you have received lovely Sandalphon with the vibration of intention. And this card is all about, quite serendipitous about what we were talking about before, about focusing your intention on what it is you want, and that is clearly what you're being given for the month, which is a beautiful energy for you to have. It's going to enable you to call on it anytime you like, which is make a list of your expectations, because these are the seeds of your intentions. Thought creates reality, and so by revealing this, you're being asked to be truly specific what you intend and to place a purpose to that intention. From clearly defined purpose, your experience is wrought, and remember to include things such as love, joy, success and happiness, gratitude, all of those beautiful, positive intentions. Well, Pisces, that's a beautiful gift to be given for the month, and you can call on that earth energy anytime. Thank you for listening to your October horoscope with me. Much aroha, kia kaha.